and a very warm welcome. You are watching Times Now as India celebrates the Festival of Lights. We keep you enlightened with the latest developments. So this Diwali, get ready, tayar hokar aiye. But viewers, let's focus on today's game. With the 2023 ODI World Cup semi-finals already locked in, Team India is set to face the Netherlands in a non-significant final league stage match at the iconic M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru. Now, having maintained an undefeated record after 8 games, the Indian team will now compete against New Zealand in the semi-finals in Mumbai's Wankhede Stadium. But on the flip side, the Netherlands is now eliminated from the tournament, having secured victories in only 2 out of their 8 matches, which is also a big deal for an underdog like Netherlands, who doesn't even play any bilateral series with some of the major cricket-playing nations. But under the leadership of Scott Edwards, the Dutch team has achieved notable victories against South Africa and Bangladesh, 2 of the most heavyweights in the cricketing world. However, they faced challenges in their overcoming games, and the rest of their opponents were tough enough for them to keep Netherlands at bay and to ensure that Scott Edwards and his team don't deliver. But let's first take a look at what Rahul Dravid had to say about today's game, whether he will rest any player or whether India will go ahead with the same team, or whether any new player like Prasidh Krishna would be given an opportunity in today's game.
To be honest with you, you're at a pointy end in a tournament now. So now at this stage, it's about just focusing on getting the guys who you think are going to be playing in the 11 in the best possible space mentally and physically to be able to play that semi-final and hopefully the final if we earn it. So that will be the single-pointed thinking. It's not about. There are times for larger picture thinking, and there are times for narrow focus thinking, in my opinion. And now's the time for sheer narrow focus thinking, if everyone is fit.
Well, viewers, before we get an expert view on today's game, let's talk about the summary which you should know about today's clash at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. First, let's take a look at the players that we need to watch out for in today's game. Obviously, Virat Kohli is on the top of the chart because in 8 innings, he has scored about 543 runs at an average of 108 viewers in the World Cup and a strike rate of 88.29. Will Virat Kohli get past Sachin Tendulkar's 49 tons mark in today's game? That's the big question, and all eyes will be on Virat Kohli on that as well. Well, let's take a look at what Rohit Sharma has done, because in 8 innings, Rohit Sharma has been very explosive in his approach. He has the aggression, and that's actually working for Team India because he has scored 442 runs at an average of 55 and a strike rate, an explosive strike rate of over 120 in this World Cup. Now, one player that we shouldn't ignore is Shreyas Iyer, because Shreyas Iyer has also contributed with the bat when it comes to taking on the spin challenge against all the rival nations that we've played so far. In 8 innings, he has scored 293 runs at an average of 48 and a strike rate just below 97. But will these 4 batsmen deliver against the Netherlands bowling attack? Because we have Baste Lead in World Cup, who has been the highest wicket taker for Netherlands. In 7 innings, he has bagged about double the wickets, 14 wickets to his name at an average of 28.92. And an economy, however, is on the expensive side. He is one bowler that India will have to watch out for. Now, to give us more insights and also talk cricket, we have Shekhar Vijayan joining us on this broadcast. Good morning, Shekhar. Today is the business end of the World Cup, but India will look to continue their victory run. They would want to convert this match also into a 9-0.
Absolutely. Deepak, a very happy Diwali to you and your viewers all across the world. And I think this should be a perfect Diwali gift by the Indian cricket team to all its viewers, right? This is going to be an important game for India. If you read between the lines of what Dravid said, I think it goes without saying that they're taking each match seriously. I think India's played 8 games so far, and they've played well in all the 8 games. It's been like a knockout game for them, and they should not take Netherlands lightly. And I think they should go with the team which has been winning earlier. And when you were talking about the stats, I also believe somewhere Rohit Sharma has played the role of an aggressor. He's played it like how Virendra Sehwag would have played for us in the past, wherein you score 40, 45 runs of 20 odd balls, give India the start which it requires, and then India goes on and polarizes opposition. I think India has bowled really well. India has batted really well. India has fielded really well. India looks like a team which can win the World Cup. I know it's early days yet. We still have the semi-finals to go, finals to go. It takes one bad day, but the mood and the camaraderie in the Indian team, one can see it, one can feel it, and I think we should win this World Cup. Now, talking about Netherlands, Netherlands is a very good team which is trying really hard, but the fact is they haven't played 100 overs. They haven't had many games against associate nations, which really makes a big difference. Somewhere they need to start playing Test cricket more. They need to have more games against the big daddies of cricket, which would be India or even Australia, but they will not get a chance because there are so many other financial factors around it. But I think the moot point here is Netherlands should not take this game lightly. It's a big game for them. They'll see a full house. There'll be an opposition, which is Indian team, which is going to go all out to defeat them. They should just bask in it, enjoy the moment, try really hard, and we should get a good 100 overs of cricket, which should satisfy the cricketer in you too, I feel.
Right. Also, Shekhar, now speaking about, today is an auspicious day. It's Diwali and the entire nation is celebrating. But the game at the Chinnaswamy Stadium will be something that everybody would want to attend, because this is the game where India can actually experiment a lot of things and the batsmen can go aggressive even more than the previous games, because it's Netherlands and also it's Chinnaswamy Stadium where the ball will be flying out of the park every now and then. But let's take a look at some of the X factors that are playing an important role for Team India as well as for Netherlands. First is Rohit's aggressive start. Like you mentioned, Rohit Sharma is the new age Virender Sehwag, but a more consistent player. He has been scoring runs for Team India. And on the other hand, we have the pace bowling battery that has dominated the game. We've seen how Siraj, Mohammad Shami and Bumrah have struck time and again for the men in blue. But let's not forget that even Netherlands has an X factor. They have their bowlers who are in good form, like Basday Leeds, whose all-round performance has stunned one and all in not only just India but also back home as well in Netherlands. We've seen how the fans have turned up. Teja Nidamaru's ability to play according to the situation and him, helping Netherlands on multiple occasions get to the target has also been something that we need to watch out for. But coming back to what's happening at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, Shekhar, do you think that Team India could experiment on a few players today?
No, I don't think so. I think India will go with an all-out attack, what they've had for the last few games. I think Rahul Dravid made it very clear. I don't think they want to make any changes. And, this is also a good way to show the semi-finalists that we mean business. We don't want to make any changes. We are going with a full-pronged attack. And I think Indian bowling has been a revelation in this World Cup. We have really turned up, bowling at a consistent pace, getting praise from all quarters. So I don't think India is going to make any changes. They're going to go with the same attack which they had in the last few games because they want to go all out and win. And it's also a strong statement you make to your prospective semi-finalist and your other teams, saying that we are not. It's like a taking no prisoners at war strategy, which basically means you just go all out for the kill. And I think it will be good news for all the Indian cricket fans in India and across the world also.
Right, Shekhar, now speaking about India's run at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, so far they've played about 21 games. They've won 14 out of them, lost 5, and 2 games have ended in a no result or a tie. But let's speak about how India's bowling average has been in this World Cup, because in the World Cup, the overall bowling average by every team has been over 33, but India's bowling average stands at 19.02, and their economy as well is a good number, which is at 4.4. Our bowlers have delivered, and we've seen how the spin battery as well as the pace battery have worked in tandem in order to skittle out the opponent, and also not just skittling them out and helping India win, but they've also contained and also done a lot of damage control, because we've seen how Australia and the other team, South Africa as well, have good batting lineups, but India on the other hand has managed to get rid of the top order batsmen. They've done their homework well, they've bowled in the right areas, and they've maintained a very good average and also an economy rate. So, Shekhar, last question. Who are you banking on? Which is your bowler? Who would you pick today to deliver big for India?
I think it would be Mohammad Shami. And, coming back to the wonderful statistics you displayed, India has bowled out teams for less than 200 runs in 5 games. It just goes to show, in spite of it being a batsman game, it's actually the bowlers who win your games. The bowlers will win you the World Cup. And the fact of the matter here is very clear. I think India's bowling has been a revelation in this World Cup. And all the three bowlers have bowled well, be it Mohammad Shami, be it Siraj, be it Jasprit Bumrah, all of them have given us starts and contained the opposition. It's almost like the pace attack of the West Indies of the past. This is one-day cricket. I think India knows its game very well in Indian conditions. For me, I think the standout person is going to be Mohammad Shami. Depends on how in tune he is, how's the recovery been, how's his rhythm. Because once he gets going, you cannot stop him. He's playing like a man on a mission. I feel Mohammad Shami is my man, and it's wonderful to watch him bowl also. His rhythm, his seam, his the way he plans a batsman out. I think it's interesting to watch him play.
Right, Shekhar, many thanks for joining us with all those insights on today's game. Well, viewers, the pick is Mohammad Shami because Mohammad Shami has been an explosive bowler. 3 games, 14 wickets, unlike any other bowler in the world. And today as well, Team India will be banking on the pacer to bag another fifer to enter another Hall of Fame as far as bowling records are concerned. So all eyes will be on the game as well. So it's a big game at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. All the viewers out there who are going to attend the match at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, watch out because the ball might come flying towards you because it's a small stadium, a high-scoring pitch, and India will look to dominate in this game as well to take their lead to 9-0 and help them to end the round robin on a winning note to enter the semi-finals on a high note. So with that, we'll slip into a short break, viewers. On the other side is more news and updates. Do stay tuned.